Okay, we're testing this out. We're looking good. Freaking awesome. There we go. Connection's good. We're good all the way around. All right, we're looking good. Okay, let's go to this. Go to live goal. Done. Go live. All right, welcome in. What's happening? How's everybody doing? How's everybody going? What's up, Dragonfly? How are you? Okay, we're looking good. I don't know why I don't have analytics there. But it's okay. How y'all doing? Welcome in. I'm doing good. We're doing Christmas ornaments. Sorry. Got to do that. Daisy Girl, thank you for the heart me. Appreciate you. All right, let's go. Split this tube in half. Then we're going to go from there. I'm going to try some glow in the dark versions tonight. We'll see how that goes. We'll see what happens. All right, there we go. Hi, Red Squeak. We need to get together and do your, I got to figure out your flowers and get your memorial done. I want to get that one all done. Rico, thank you for the follow. I want to get your memorial all done. I got to figure out how to do that flower, though. Make it look really good. Can't do it just sloppy. DJ Kojak, thank you for the follow. How many people don't know who Kojak is? I love Kojak. What's up, Michael? Yep, I sure am, Michael. Yeah, I don't know how Kojak was. I know, right? He was. I love that show. Kojak was awesome. Kojak was amazing. All right, let's go. Kojak and Beretta. Beetlejuice vibes? Oh, Gabriella. I love that. It's supposed to be Avatar vibes, but I'll take Beetlejuice. I'll take that. That's a huge compliment. I appreciate that. I love that. Yeah, we could go with the Beetlejuice vibe. All right, 1 second. Oh, seriously? I got to fill my water bucket up a little. It's a wee bit empty. So this is where I put all the scrap glass in this water bucket over here, but it is dried out. Yeah, Telly Savalas was cool. Okay, let's see here. Got that done. So we are making some Christmas ornaments tonight. Don't know why it's not doing that, but that's okay. All right. Let's rock it. What's up, Groves? Grandma, Mama, thank you for the follow. Okay, let's go. We'll do the peppermint stick first. How you doing, Groves? Oh man, that didn't snap. There. I'm gonna move that water bucket too. It's getting to be, it's too hard to reach. Probably go in the picture a little bit. Oh, made a mess. There. A little bit of water bucket there. Bring this back. There we go. Turn it that way. We're good. Oh yeah, I definitely I love Beetlejuice. Ask anybody here what I say my ghosts are. Ghosts with the most. All right, so we're gonna trim this down. I know Tim Burton in general is really good. Okay, let's bring this down. I just noticed that Tim Burton's also doing the one for the Addams Family, the series Wednesday. I didn't know it was Tim Burton. That's why I like it so much. The white rods are just what they are, white rods. Glow-in-the-dark glass white rods. Ed, thank you for the follow. Joe, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you guys. Much appreciated. We gained like 7,000 followers, or almost 7,000 or 8,000 followers in 28 days. That's a big number. H Money, thank you for the follow. Rhodes Girl, thank you for the follow. Zombie, thank you so much. I know that's a big number. 8,000 in 28 days is a big number. April, thank you for the follow. One of them was one night, and it was I think 700 followers one night. That was insane. You're a fused glass artist? Oh, that's wonderful. I love fused glass. I tried it. That was terrible. Yeah, I love the Wednesday Addams show. It's really cool. Got a boo-boo there. There we go. All right, so now we're going to be striping all the way around. All right, so there is all the white stripes running around. Next step is to add in the red. Let's heat it up first. The bad part is the red takes a while to come back to red. You won't see it right away. This is not the Red Elvis version. This is the original Red Ruby from North Star. Now, the white rods don't glow in the dark. I'll show you the glow in the dark in a little while. That is a glow in the dark. It's a glow in the dark mixture that is mainly in a powder form. And the reason I use it in a powder form is it spreads out much more evenly. So if I was to try and stripe this with glow in the dark rods, it would have streaks. But with the powder, I can get a much more even distribution. That works out a lot better. So, bring this down and polish this off. Yeah, the powder system works a lot better. You'll see when I get to it because you spread it on the inside. Angela, thank you for the crown. She should be back up. There she is. Okay. Sorry. Thought Stephanie wasn't there for a pickup. Oh, really? Wednesday? I love it. I would name a cat Wednesday too, or a dog. What's up, KL? So happy to see you. How you doing? Auntie Cole, how are you? All right, so now we need to come through and get this all set. Thank you so much for the money gun, KL. I appreciate you. Caleb, thank you for the follow. I appreciate the follow. Doing good for a Monday? Oh, that's a good thing. Nothing wrong with that. I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there. All right, now that we got this all kind of blended up a little, like preheated, now we can start the spiral. And let's go. So the trick on this is when you're spinning this, one hand is going to spin a little bit slower than the other. However, you have to keep both hands spinning at the same speed too. Even though one's spinning a little slower, it has to maintain speed, and the one that's spinning faster has to maintain that speed. So it's like patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time in order to get that twist. If you want it nice and even. Yeah, I love glass. I mean, obviously. There we are. So now we got a nice spiral to it. The red's not showing up, and it won't for a little bit. Okay, I'm going to taper this down a tiny bit. And preparation for separation. Sounds like a rocket. Preparation for separation. I'm going to taper it down. I'm so happy to see you on here, KL. I was getting worried about you. I was going to have to send a private investigator to go look for you. Make sure you're all right. Braden, how are you? Brianna, thank you for following. Astro, thank you for following. Okay, let's go. Let's get this thing, let's get the ball rolling. Let's put a hook on this thing. Preparation for separation, that's right. I realized what I said after I said that. I was like, man, that probably wasn't the smartest move, but I'm sure you guys will forgive me. Here we go. Yeah, right after I said that, I was like, I hope no one caught that. What's up? I can't say your whole name. I'll get flagged. I'll just call you Boo. Welcome in, Boo. I know. I was right after I said that, I was like, did I really? Okay, right there. You can start to see the red starting to form up in the top. Now that red will creep its way all the way down later. It just has to go in the kiln in order for that to happen. Here we go. I've got to figure out a more effective way of doing this. This method sucks. Pull that little drippy off there. Anyway, that is what it. Right now, I am using the original ruby red. So this ruby red, I kid you not, is probably 20 years old. Yeah, it's a peppermint stick like this. Like this. I gotta say, it's like a pen. I can actually make that into the pen. All right, let's go. I was thinking about trying a purple candy cane too. So I have the purple glass, the purple tubing, and I could add white stripes on it and see if I could get it to do a purple candy effect, whatever. You know what I mean? All right, let's add the white. Nope, don't even want to think about it, Dominic. I'd rather you go in and purchase an ornament. That would make me feel good. You need a purple candy cane? I actually do have the purple, I have a purple version of this. I actually do. It looks really cool too. I'll take photos of it. We were making these one night, and I don't know who it was that suggested the purple and white, but I did, and it came out really good. All right, so we're coming through, adding the white. Yeah, this is a really good red. It takes a while to strike compared to Red Elvis. It's a way old version of it, but it still works really well. Stretch right there. Zombie, thank you so much for all the little emotes on there. I love emotes coming across. Michelle, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Jingles, thank you for the heart. All right, let's add the red. We'll do the purple after this, maybe. We're just going to have to call it a purple pen. You know, I can actually make the icicles into pens and actually have an icicle pen. Gabriella, thank you for the heartening. I appreciate you. Yeah, the pen. I'll make a pen after this. We'll do the purple and white pen, and it'll look like a. It'll look like an icicle, kind of. Not kind of. It will look like an icicle. And we are going to put the hook on it. Or should I? I don't know if I should put the hook on it. Thank you, Danny. I like the hook for pens because you can wear them. Like you could wear them around. Then nobody can steal the sucker. Ricky B, thank you for sharing. Royal blue, okay. Oh, that works. You know I love working with royal blue cobalt. Yeah, I could definitely make purple and blue combo. We do it a different way. I know exactly how to make it. It would look awesome. We could do it right after this. Let's make it on live, and then you can see if you like it. Okay. Now I got you. I'm gonna make it look amazing. Promise. It will look amazing. You've been so supportive on here throughout all the years, literally. You know I'm gonna make it epic. You know I'll go above and beyond on that. All right, so we'll do this peppermint one. I nailed that. I nailed it 100%. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag nailed it. All right, so now we just have to spiral this up. Thank you, Auntie Cole. I appreciate you so much. I love those. KL, thank you for the music bubbles. Sharon, I appreciate you sharing. That's hard to say. Sharon, I appreciate you sharing. Johnny, thank you for following. That was a tough one. All right, let's go. Let's get this spun up. And here we go. Ooh, don't you do it. It wanted to start going bad. This icicle was breaking bad. At least it was trying. Pulling a Walter White on me. Hey, Lucky Lex, how are you? How long do you do this live? I'll be on here for probably another hour. Yeah. I'm happy you did too, Danny. I appreciate you. Vanessa, this is like one of the best things you could ever do. I'm not kidding. If you ever get an opportunity, even to do an experience with glass blowing, I highly recommend it. Just make sure that you do enough. I've seen some people offer experiences out there, and you don't get to do that much. They just like have you pick out some colors and puff into the glass a little, and that's it. To me, that's a ripoff. If you're going to do an experience, you should be doing like 90% of it. Now, if it's a good teacher, they'll guide you through it. It may not come out looking like something I did for 30 years, but it'll be yours. What's my favorite piece? Whatever someone is willing to spend their money on. Because you have lots of choices to spend money on anything you want. And if you choose to buy something off me, that's my favorite item. That's like a huge compliment. There we are. So that will be super red when it's all done. Hi, Tess. How are you? It doesn't take years. I've seen people get really, really, really good in 6 months. No nectar collectors. I don't have a problem with the industry, okay? I'm going to make that really clear. No problem with it. It's just not my thing. But it doesn't mean it's not like I'm approved with it. All right, let me grab purple and blue. I'm going to be away for 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, we need to get some. At least you guys can still hear me. I'm off camera, but at least you can hear. And purple. Oh, yeah. When you hear me say, oh, yeah, you know it's good. Yeah, the icicle is really fun. It looks so simple, but it's one of the hardest. I'll definitely be doing ribbon candy. Not tonight, maybe, because I don't have it listed on the TikTok shop yet. All right, so Kale, this purple, I only have like this stick and probably 2 more. And I'm going to use this purple. I got to find that color. I don't know what color it is, but I got to find it. Yeah, the ribbon candy is going to be absolutely stunning. But I have to get it listed. So if you have purchased anything from me in the TikTok shop and not left any reviews, if you could leave a review, I would really appreciate it. Because USPS lost, I don't know how many packages or delivered them late. And it dinged my shop. So I went from a 4.5 rating to a 3.4 because of USPS. So if you guys leave reviews, it boosts me up a little. Yeah, it sucks. And it's not my fault. But if you leave reviews, if you've purchased anything, it will be super helpful. No, Guy Fieri's the Jason of shipping, or of glassblowing, or cooking, whatever. I can ship UPS, but the problem is getting it to UPS. See, USPS comes and picks up the packages at my house. That way I can continue working on the torch. I don't have to go anywhere. Thank you, Lucky Lex. But, you know, I should probably just switch to UPS and schedule a delivery or something. I don't know if they'll pick up. Thank you, Danny. All right, Kel, let's do this. We're making a pen, a blown glass pen. So it will take a Bic insert. I'm trying to contact him, Betty. I'm trying to contact and see if there's someone I could speak to and get that fixed. Because there's 2 packages that I know were picked up, but they weren't scanned. Unless someone came and like did a porch pirate on me, but I don't think so. All right, there we have it all prepped up. Let's do it. So we are doing blue and purple. This should look amazing. Dip pens, so yes and no. The dip pens are great, but I always call them homing pigeons because people break the tips and they find their way home for repair. So I don't like making the dip pens, but I do make them like this with the Bic inserts. It's easy to find the inserts. You can go to anywhere and find a Bic pen. And you can change the colors. But yeah, the dip pens they work really well, but you know, if you get too aggressive with the tip, they do break. They're not extremely stable. Then I got to repair them. That sucks. Because by the time you do all the shipping to and from, you almost want to buy another one because it's just as much to buy a new one as to get it repaired and shipping back and forth. Then it leaves a sour taste for people about glass. So like all of my ornaments that I make for Christmas, I design them to be able to take a drop. Okay, now if you drop it 6 feet from concrete or drop it 6 feet onto tile, it will probably break. But if you drop it 6 feet from a tree onto carpet or hardwood floor that has a little give to it, they should bounce. All right, there is the purple. I know it doesn't look purpley right now, but wait until I get it done. We're going to add the blue. The blue is going to make this purple look darker. Look, I can certainly make dip pens if you want it just as like a desk decoration. I know you got cats, but mine are cat proof. Z, thank you for the follow. I know. Yeah, check out the video on my profile. You'll see I throw a blown glass swan across the yard. And the hummingbird feeder. I chucked that one too. Well, my neighbor, who I lived next to in California for a while, had cats. And she bought a lot of Christmas ornaments from me. So she was kind of like my test bed. Oh, you're a writer. Awesome. Yeah, we have another author on here, Kevin's book. Kevin wrote a book about his investigations as an investigator against crimes against children, internet crimes. So he would pretend to be a 14-year-old for Homeland Investigations or Security, HSI, I think. And then he'd bust the pedos. So Kevin is actually a hero. I have no room for pedos in here. No, it's not pink. How y'all doing? Sorry on the tubes, I didn't see you. Yeah, Kevin, I always say Kevin is a hero. Yeah. I have no forgiveness for that. I know. I have zero forgiveness for that. You hurt a child. That's the one line I don't allow crossing. Yeah, not at all. Zero tolerance. Oh, this is looking good. Well, he carries a lot of anonymous axolotl. Thank you for doing it. I need to make an axolotl. And thank you for joining in. I got to learn to make an axolotl. Yeah, my eye is feeling much better. I flushed it out. Nope, that color's not pink. That color's purple. Something got in my eye. It started feeling really gritty and grindy. Yeah, certain glasses are needed. So these are the Meta glasses, the Meta Ray-Bans, and I had custom lenses fitted for it. So these are specialty lenses. I'll show you after we do this pen. Come through. We're going to start spiraling it down. I can actually show you what these lenses look like from my perspective. I have a big plate of the didymium glass. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a wicked purple blue. No, I've done dip pens. I just won't do them anymore. They are they always find their way home for repair. So I just decided it's not worth it anymore. Even if I didn't charge for repairs, which most of the time I actually don't. But even if I didn't charge for a repair, it's the shipping cost to and from. It kind of gives you, that is it worth it feeling. I've got to trim this down a little bit. So I try not to make things that would upset someone. All right, there we got some beautiful. I know it doesn't look purple because the camera doesn't pick up all the colors correctly. Oh yeah, they're definitely going to be jealous of this one. This one is a perfect spiral too. So we got to pop a little hole in there. And this is so I could open up the other end that contains the insert for the big pen. And if I don't pop that hole in there, I won't be able to open up the bottom for the pen insert. Dragonfly, this would actually be a good thing for Terry to make too. The tool that makes the insert for the pens, like the exact size, and then taper it so you can flare it and get it just right. Yeah, you definitely got to get the calligraphy pen. I think I have a couple of those still around, the parts. Okay, we're going to take this off here. I'll park this in the kiln. Stay. All right, so we just got to open this up. Very carefully here. Sorry, I'm not focused on the chat at the moment. There we go. So that is my high-tech tool for the pen insert. It's a perfect size. It's a perfect drill bit. Then we just add the little purple purple kickstand. So what this does is it prevents it from rolling off desks. Like that. Doesn't have to be super big. Just like that. Just a tiny little bump. And we preheat it, grab it, attach. Off it comes. Smooth it out. Smooth as beans. Yeah, that purple is amazing. I need to find that purple. All right, we're going to do something with this tail. I'll send that, since you had the pen done, I'll do a little accompanying, I don't know, something with it. Let me make it. Give it away to a patient. Find someone deserving and give this away. Or a coworker. We're gonna make a little piece here. I'll make you a bonus, just give it away. All right, let's get this. Do that. All right, let's see if I can get this to what I want to do. Get it, heat it up just a little bit. It'll be a little tiny squiggle ornament. No, I haven't done the firefighter ones yet. I'm going to be making the hat. Definitely doing the firefighter hat this year. Except, you know, I'll be doing it from my mom's design. She designed it. It's not my original design. I know it looks like squiggy, right? But yeah, that's kind of just a cool little, better than throwing the glass out. It's a pretty color combo. Yeah, I think it's a pretty color combo, and it's very light though. It's like super light. Doesn't even feel like anything in weight. Oh, give me a second. All right, I'll show you what my glass is doing. You'll see that the flame is actually blue. You'll see that it's blue. The camera The camera doesn't pick it up as well. Okay, Lucky Lex. So even though this is the iPhone and they swear it's the best color combo or whatever color, nope. As long as this tube doesn't blow up on me. All right, see that color? Watch. So that's what I see versus that. See how it's all blue now? How am I not worried? Oh, I don't worry about burning. It's not my first rodeo. Now, I'm respectful of the flame. I don't want to make it sound like I'm not respectful of it. Yeah, it definitely can, but the problem is if I put this in front of the camera, I'm purple. See that? I don't want to be a purple Oompa Loompa the whole live stream. Yeah, I would be a purple Oompa Loompa. I don't want to be one. Welcome back, Irish Cream. I have enough problems in life. Being purple isn't one of them. All right, we're going to do the red and white. We'll call it a pen. I have to call it a pen. I can't call it the icicle. But it's going to look like an icicle. Is it easy being purple? No. Barney mode is not engaged with me. No Barney mode for me. You know, when I had my stepkids, I can't tell you how many times I had to sit and watch Barney. Can I say happy birthday to your buddy? Okay. Happy birthday, Rob. I'm in a good mood. That'll be $19.95 for a cameo. I'm kidding. So I did do something kind of cool, though. I asked Mike Rowe, if you know who Mike Rowe is, if he would like to come out and try glass blowing as a job. And the reason I asked him is I thought this would be a great job for someone that's wheelchair bound. And I think he would have the reach to do that. You know, Mike Rowe has contacts. But I think it would be great for someone wheelchair bound. Am I actually yeah, I'm a guy. All right, here we go. Approximate setup somewhere around 2,500 to 3,000. Although I will tell you, there's a lot of used equipment on the marketplace right now, more than I've ever seen in my life. Is Esme wheelchair bound? I didn't know. She's really got beautiful work. All right, that's getting hot. Let's not roast my poor fingers. Mike Rowe is awesome. He probably gets a billion emails. So the chances of mine getting through are not real high, but yeah. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? I was just talking about your anniversary piece like a week ago. When I was telling everybody how you had to get the hair. KL, thank you so much. Yeah, Billy, I love all mediums of glass. I tried fusing. I wasn't good at it. Um, Two reasons: I didn't like the cutting of it too much. I kept cutting myself, and two, every time I went to put my fuse project into a kiln, something would happen. It would shift and move. Lori, thank you for the follow. Billy, thank you for the follow. Heather, thank you for the follow. All right, so we got to bring this down. Marco, thank you for the follow. Pixie Pie, thank you for the follow. It's coming back. 6 years ago, really? I didn't think it was that long. Wow. Yeah, that I don't. That's been a minute. So for those of you that remember when I was talking about anniversary presents and clipping hair, turning it into a piece, Cheryl is the one that had to go clip her husband's hair while he was sleeping at night with scissors. She didn't want him waking up with scissors right above him, dead out of sleep, you know, saying, "What are you doing with that?" I thought that was so funny. Jingles, whoever has it on sale. A lot of times I get a lot of glass from North Star. I'm really good friends with Abe. No, I wear sunblock every day. What's up, DC? I'm always wearing sunblock. I use this stuff called Ella MD. It's really good. Ella MD sunblock. Oh, so what we do is sometimes we make anniversary presents, gifts. If you and a partner, I can take clippings from each of you, hair clippings, and infuse it into the glass. And that way you guys are kind of bonded into a piece of glass. Kind of like combining your DNA as an anniversary present. Or a wedding gift. I have people that buy them for wedding presents for a newly married couple. It is propane, yeah. All right, let's turn this down just a little bit. Thin this out just a touch. There we go. Now this will have a bunch of red to it when it's done. Glass is way different than metal. Welcome back, Lucky Lex. Yeah, I do a lot of memorial work. We just finished a piece today. In fact, I have every day I have multiple pieces to get done. Unfortunately, that business never runs out of customers. sadly. I'm going to bring that in, tap it in. Okay. And that will have the really nice red spiral to it after it sits in the kiln for a little while. But right now it's just kind of, it's non-red form. Oh, that breeze feels good. So there is the icicle. It needs to get red, but it'll look good. It will strike up and look fantastic. Look marvelous. All right, now we got to do peppermint swirl. I've been doing the other ones. I got orders for both, lots of them. Melinda, how are you? Thank you for sharing the live, Kale. Then maybe we'll change it up with a couple other things. Oh, I got to do a purple ghost too. Yeah, we definitely got some stuff to get done. You know what? Let's make the purple ghost real quick. We've been doing all kinds of stuff. We'll do the purple ghost. Oh, what's the purpose for the kiln? Good question. So what the kiln does is it lets everything heat up to about 1100 degrees Fahrenheit. And so once it's there, it's not a point where it melts, but it kind of bonds the glass together. And then when you start lowering the temperature of the kiln, the glass can evenly heat from 1100 down. Like that icicle I just finished, the bottom tip was way hotter than the top. So if I let it cool down, they would cool at different paces, and it would create a stress crack in there. Hey, little flower. Okay, we're going to do the ghost. Crap. I need my glow. I need glow in the dark glass. Thank you for the music, Bubbles. So we got to make little ghosts. I'm so glad you're on here, little flower. It's going to make a mess. I'm not going to avoid the mess. Oh well. Gotta find my tool. All right, so we're going to be making mini ghosts. Oh, that's awesome, creative. Thank you. Got to get a ghost to go with your purple pen. Yeah, the ghost is awesome. These are the little minis. I like the minis the best. I know people like the full size, but the minis are absolutely amazing. I like them because they're the perfect size, I think. Happy Nana, how are you? All right, so this is the basic pulling a point. It's like the most basic move you want to learn. Super important. So once you get that part down, there's not a lot you can't do. There we go. Set that off to the side. Make sure I got this nice and handy. All right, let's go. So again, while I'm doing this, I can show you. This is what my glasses filter. See all that? See the difference? The purple shows it really well. Filters all that bad, bright light out. Sounds good. Irish green. All right, here we go. Little pop. Oh, not quite a pop. There. Yeah, the lens view is nice. But I can only hold it up there for so long before it just gets to be so tiring. And hot. All right, so next thing we're going to do, we're going to add this glow-in-the-dark glass in here. It's in a powdery form, about the same as talcum powder. We coat it on the inside. And what that does is it allows me to spread this out evenly. From the inside, it spreads even as opposed to the outside. And I'll explain a little better here. So if I put all the coating on the outside, when I go to blow it out, it would crack and spread. On the inside, it stays nice and even. It doesn't separate. But on the outside, if you did it on the surface, it would separate. Leave these funky little lines in it. We don't want funky lines. So that's the inside there. You can see it all coated. No funky lines. Hey, Jojo, how the heck are ya? So we're going to bring this through. Trim it down. Like that. Funky town. Yeah, no funky. Yeah, that'll do. It's a little short, but it'll work. All right, next step, we're going to kind of firm up this end right here. Just going to bring it down. Create a little bit of a constriction. Like that. And then pull it just a tiny bit so it has this curve coming down with the glow. Looks very dangerous. Nope. You got more danger getting a finger cramp than I do typing. All right, we're just mellowing that out. Tapping cramp. That's right. Yep, this is glow in the dark glass. So this one will glow in the dark. This is a little mini ghost glow in the dark. I love this one. I like the minis. Two reasons I like the minis. I think they're the perfect size for the tree. Because one, some people don't have gigantic trees. And two, I just like the way it looks. Never heard of glow in the dark glass? Well, that's because you didn't know me before this. I'm the one that invented it. We got a little teardrop bubble there. Yeah. Well, welcome in. Happy to have you in. You have nothing. It looks a lot closer than it is, trust me. I am perfectly safe. Stephanie, thank you for the heartening. All right, we got to pop this open. By removing a little bit here. Little pop. Little whistling ghost. A little whistle. Didn't do too much, but hey, a little whistle's better than none. Now we got that little witch's hat effect. And then we're going to make it into a ghosty, sheet ghost. Just by curving. Gives it that little floating look. What's up, L to the B? How are you doing? Lolly, thank you for the share. Matthew, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Trim that off, and we're going to come over here. Burn this off. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for the rose. Limster, thank you for the follow. Beach lover, I appreciate that. I think it's absolutely cool too. I love my job. I really do. All right, let's put the hook on it. Benda, thank you for the heart me. Lolly, thank you for sharing. All right, so here we go. So we got to put a little hook on it so it can hang. But it's got to be super strong, just in case you have a cat. Make it cat proof. So I promise you a cat will go after this thing. Cat's going to look at this thing going, are you mocking me, ghost? I know, cat proof. That's right. Cat proof. All right, let's put a face on it. I don't know why, but this face always makes me laugh. It just always makes me laugh. It's just a goofy little face. Let me see if I have one out here that's finished. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Let's see if I have one. Oh, I do. Oh, I got to find my light too. 1 second. I'm going to be like 2 seconds away from you guys. I apologize for that, but it'll be worth it. So this is a little ghost all finished, and they do glow in the dark. I'll put it just right there. You can see that they light up. Actually, I'll just hang it up here for now. Take you down. We'll trade places. We will trade places. So now you can see it lights up like that. And then in the dark, it still glows. Yeah, absolutely, Kale. And if are you buying one now? Because I will. Let's put some uranium eyes on yours. Let's do a little uranium on it, because I know you won't be opposed to it like that. Little, just a dab underneath it. Let's make you one. So for subscribers, I have what's coming out with what's called the animal style. So animal style means you'll have a kind of like a secret code as a subscriber to get little add-ons to your orders. So like that when you would say, I want an animal style, meaning uranium eyes. Steven, thank you for the follow. Yeah. And I'll post the list of what animal style is. I totally stole that from In-N-Out Burger. $100%. What's up, Christine? How's things in Guam? Yeah, that's right. Betty Davis eyes. Oh, I love In-N-Out Burger. I wish they finally built one in Washington, but it's like 3 hours away. Mom's doing good. I'm hanging in there, Christine. I'm doing goody prude. There we go. Daisy Girl, thank you for the subscription renewal. For subscribing. It's good to subscribe before the 13th, I think. I don't know why, but TikTok raised all their subscriptions to $9.99 or $9.95. One of the two. Every subscription, every creator. But if you are a subscriber right now, it's grandfathered in, I think, for till December or something at the original price. So right now, my subscriptions, I think, are $2.99. So your subscription would only be $2.99 for a while. Live subs is $9.99, and I can't see that. Well, I'll wait for it to go through. Content subs will be $4.99. What's a content sub? You mean for like just seeing like videos? Yeah, well, I can't believe they're raising it to $9.99. My hands look like they could be. Yeah, I kind of can do this in my sleep. I'm watching the screen right now. I'm not even watching the flame. I'm kind of glass blowing through the screen. I don't do any repairs on other people's stuff. And it's not to be rude. It's just, I don't know how people built something. And I've done too many repairs where I've gotten someone's glass and it just falls apart. Then I have to rebuild the whole thing for the price of a repair. And it just started to not be worth it anymore. Thank you for the bubblegum, KL. Beach lover, you have a wonderful day. Out to the beach. Thank you for the galaxy. Space nerd engaged. Purple Spider-Man, how are ya? Yeah, no, it's okay. I can, if you send me a private message, yeah, it is gift gallery reset for sure. If you send me a private message, I'll help you find someone that can repair your glass. Lots of people love doing repairs. Thank you for the Rockstar KL. So I'll help you find someone though. Right now I'm making Purple Ghost. Yeah, of course. I don't want you to be completely out if you can get it fixed. I'll help you find someone. There's only like 2 or 3 people on this platform that I would trust. So I don't know if I'd do that. I don't know if they do repairs. There's a few people I would never send you to. Be like, no. Or come back worse than you sent it. Holly Buzz, how are ya? Your dad's a glassmaker too? Awesome. Glad to hear that. I did get the little whatever it was in my eye out. I had to go in and flush it. I have a eye wash station in the house. Stacy Sue, how are you? Yeah, if you are a glassblower and you do not have an eye wash station, you should probably get one. Highly recommended. You'd be surprised how many people do their setups and forget fire extinguishers. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I can't tell you how many times I've come across someone, hey, can you help me fix my setup? And there's like no fire extinguisher. William, thank you for the follow. Missy, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate that. It's supposed to be very chill. We should just call it Glassblowing ASMR. Thank you for the heart me, Missy. I appreciate it. R. Schmidt, thank you for the follow. All right, so got that glow in the dark glass blended in. Give it a little puff of air, equal it out. Then we're going to come in, we're going to burn this off right here. And next we kind of have to create a teardrop shape. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just request it without hook. Yep, absolutely. Just say you don't want a hook on it. I've done several of them. I should probably put that in the listings as an option. All right, let's open this up a little. Like that. So you have to blow the air downward so it creates a teardrop. If I went this way, it would mushroom out. It would create a mushroom top. So you go down so it flares out that way. Little details. Thank you, Dragonfly. So Dragonfly Creation and Grove's Glass Gallery on here are new to their glassblowing adventure. And if you want to watch someone start from an early part of their career and watch and advance and see what it's like to watch people progress, I would follow them because they both do live streaming. So it's a rare opportunity to see something amazing. Then Lucky Lex is in here, who is just really doing some amazing stuff on art, including working with glass. She made this really cool smiley face for JoJo Smiles. I really like that. Got to pop this open. So give her a follow. There we go. All right, let's try and flare this out. All right, here we go. Just a little bit more, a little bit more. Now we got that kind of witch's hat look to it. Do I ever fail? Yeah, I do. Cian, or Cian, I'm sorry. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, of course I fail. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. Yeah, if you don't fail, that means you're not pushing the boundaries. There we go. I know, a little bit more. No kidding. Okay. We're going to burn this off. Like that. Yeah, you can definitely rework it. That's the nice thing about borosilicate or Pyrex. It can be reworked over and over. It doesn't have a lot of limitations on that. Yeah, you can definitely rework stuff. In fact, a lot of big, huge items, especially stuff I've done, has been built in sections, little parts, and then assembled later. So heated up, cooled down, heated up, cooled down, adding one part after another. But like a soft glass, no, not too much. I know people that do it, but it's pretty tricky. Soft glass meaning a non-Pyrex type. All right, here we go. Straighten that out. All right, we got to do the uranium eyes first. All right, got the uranium on there. Then we'll put the little black on there. So it'll be just like a little hidden glow portion of the eye. Little surprise. Okay, and then we're going to come through. Create the little mouth. So that has the uranium eyes. A little extra glow. And they do glow. I love the green. The green looks amazing. See it popping in there. Kind of has that turquoisey look. And then it'll glow in the dark too. Yeah, the green is awesome. I like it a lot. We're going to do a version. Yeah, the gold. I was just going to say, I'm going to do the gold PM in a mini. I'm going to do the gold. I had it right here. Ready for action. We're going to do the mini gold. What's up, Gojo? How you doing? Eileen, thank you for the heart knee. I appreciate it. Let's rock. Corey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, the gold fume is amazing. It took me a long time to figure out how to fume gold correctly. David Ware, thank you for the follow. I don't know what kind of bug that was, but it flew in my hand and it wasn't staying. I got like PTSD from Florida bugs. Florida has the strangest bugs on the planet. They've got like Homer Simpson mutated bugs. We're making a little ghost ornament. Florida and Australia, that's right. Jurassic Park. No kidding. They are like Jurassic Park looking. No, they are no joke. Florida bugs are not, you don't play around with those. Yeah, they do. Wheelchair Warrior, I get it. I've seen some. Yeah, they're crazy. Yeah, I remember I remember seeing this one bug on the sidewalk in Florida. I'm like, what the heck is that? It was like so scary looking. I don't even think an alligator would walk up to it. Make $1. Really? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of snakes, unfortunately. Lots of people are like, oh, snakes are easy, cool, and I'm like, no. I know, right? I don't know about New Orleans. I haven't been there. No, I haven't seen anything in Appalachian Mountains either. I just know Florida. Florida's like, what in the goodness is that? All right, we're going to add the glow in the dark glass here. Yeah, I don't know about Minnesota either. See, Florida has the big Jurassic dinosaur bugs, but they also have the no-see-ums. And I am a no-see-um magnet. You want to go to a beach and not get bothered by the no-see-ums, just come hang with me. You won't get bit at all because they're all attack me. No, this is a glow-in-the-dark glass. It's ground up into a powder form. Makes it much easier to spread out. Really? How do you walk a python? Does it actually have a leash? Yeah, wave to my neighbors. Yeah, that is 100% wheelchair warrior. I agree with you. Inner carrier. Okay, I was like, does a python have a leash? How does that work? Oh, thank you, Jessica. I highly recommend it. It'll be one of the jobs that'll last for a while. It's not going to be completely AI proof, but it'll be AI proof for a while. At least nobody probably approached you. They probably left you the heck alone. Yeah, if you ever get the opportunity to try it, I highly recommend it. All right, we're going to trim this down a little bit, melting that in. Pull it down a little, get it to taper, and then fuse the rest of it. No, back in the day, there weren't a lot of classes. Like when my mom started glassblowing in '72, it was like you were trying to ask for the keys to Fort Knox. Nobody would help you. But with the internet, everything changed. So this is the ghost. These ghosts are available in the TikTok shop, lower left-hand corner in the shopping bag. I just have to say that on the live stream for obvious reasons. I don't want my stream to get flagged for not talking about the product. All right, here we go. So I'm going to heat it up. We're going to blow it in a downward angle, and it'll flare out into a teardrop shape. So we just bring it up, and nice, easy puff of air. Just a little teardrop. Pat, my night's going fantastic. How was yours? I know I gotta do the TikTok shop. Gotta mention it if I have items in there. So these ghosts are located in the lower left-hand corner of the TikTok shop. All right, we're gonna bring this out. Pop. Oh. Oh, we got a whistle. Here we go. We got a whistle out of it. Okay, KL, you got it. Yeah, the green is really nice. Well, wait till you see this gold one first. Wait a minute. You might like this. Just the way the air flows through it. Kind of like a musical instrument. All right, I got to seal this end. Okay. And then we're going to do the little doodads. Yeah, they kind of do glow a little different. How much propane do I use to make in a month? Oh, probably only 40 gallons. It's not a lot. All right, so pay attention. This is the color. We're going to use a little chunk of gold on the end of this rod right there. And it's going to change the color of this glass. This is white with the gold fume. So the gold is going to come in and it's going to use the flame as a conduit to transfer to the ghost. Like that. So now it has pure gold on the inside. See? See how golden it looks? No, I'm on the phone. I don't have the PC running. Yeah, so that is called fuming, and that is pure gold that does that color, has that gold hue to it. It is very wild. I love gold fuming. All right, let's get this hook on here. like that. Stay. Little crooked. Get it straightened out. There we go. And we're going to put the face on it. Perfect little look. Absolutely, Kale. I got you. Thank you so much. Look at how much gold is in that. And that'll glow insanely good, too. Let me grab some green so I can do a green one, too. 1 second. I'm going to be off screen for just a second, but you can still hear me. We just have to find the right green. If I were green, I would be not there. Okay, I would be right here. Somebody move my green. Okay, I don't know why my little camera's having a problem. Use Illuminati? Nah, I don't want Illuminati. I like to glow in the dark. All right, 1 second here. There. Nope. Sorry, I need to correct something 1 second here. I have a wayward camera. There. I know. Fritz is going nuts. He's out there barking at everything. At least he's spunky. Fritz is a spunky monkey. Okay, right about there. We're going to do the mini green ghost. That's not a kabuki. Yeah, it is. Fritz is a giant schnauzer. Fritz is a giant schnauzer. And a handful and a half. Leslie Ann, thank you for the follow. All right, so we just have to pull this down into a point. Buckeyes Brews and Barbecue, thank you for the follow. That sounds really good right now. Barbecue sounds awesome. Little BBQ. Put that off to the side and rock it. Press monkey. Yeah, I know. Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head for a little while. Sapphire, Gravity, thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Yeah, now I got that song stuck in my head. Not the worst song. Get stuck. Drag Race, thank you for the follow. Jay Norris, thank you for the follow. It's not the worst song to get stuck. All right, so now we got this. We're going to put the glow-in-the-dark glass on the inside. And then we'll smooth it all out. Yeah, that was the very first album I ever bought with my own money. Beastie Boys. Licensed to Ill. How many ghosts can I make? I missed part of that question. Am I the triple D guy? No, I'm usually an A cup. I know, right? Good choice. My very first one that I paid for out of my own money. How many ghosts can you make off one section of glass? Oh, it depends on how big the section is when I start. 5-foot tube. I like minis. I could probably knock out 25 if I'm lucky and I don't have anything go south on me. Because, sometimes things go wrong. Thank you for pinning that, Lucky Lex. So this is the ghost. This is the color we're working with. It'll be the green like this. It'll glow in the dark like that. And in the dark when the black light's off. All right, here we go. The powder is the actual glow-in-the-dark glass. It is ground up into a powder so I can spread it on the inside super even and have it, kind of spread evenly and not look too bad. You spread it on the outside, it ends up separating as you go to blow it out. It'll crack, essentially. So on the inside, it doesn't do that. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Mama Jen. Lynn, thank you for sharing. Patty, thank you. All right, let's get this thing melted in. What do you say? Gonna melt everything in. I'm pretty happy. Chat has been pretty lively tonight. That is awesome. I hate when you go into a live and the chat's just like completely silent. I've seen rooms with like 800 people in there. Nobody's talking. This is 31 years. Sammy, thank you for the roses. Thank you for the goats, Anne-Marie. All right, here we go. Let's turn this into a ghost. I know, crickets. Cobalt Blue Hummingbird, awesome, Deb. There's like several pieces that were difficult. I can't name one that stands out more than another. I don't look at it as difficult. I just look at it as a learning process. Every new piece had a learning curve. Have to invent a new technique or a new style. All right, so we got that little teardrop going. And we're going to flare it open. up this. And pop. Little whistler on that one too. I know the rooms, I've seen like people with like 800 people in their room and it's just dead as a doornail chat. Makes me think that it's botted, like there's bots. Leslie Ann, yes, I have. I'm only 40 miles from it. I am 40 miles from that exhibit. There we go. So that's kind of the prototype for the witch's hat when we decide to get to it. So there's the sheet, like the little floating sheets. Yeah, it's a pretty amazing place. Cindy, yeah, click on the little shopping bag, lower left-hand corner. We have an active TikTok shop. And I'm going to burn this off. Bring it down. Okay, we're going to put the hook on, the loop. SMG, thank you for the follow. Going to attach. Make that little loop. Loop-de-loop. Yeah, this is a fun color. This is the key lime. And it is an absolutely stunning color. I love it. When I first got a hold of it, I had only got like a pound of it. I ended up ordering 20 pounds of it because I liked it so much. You never know when color's going to run out or have a shortage. And I never want to run out. So it gives me a buffer. When I get down to my last 10 pounds, then I can order more and keep it cycling through. Got to add a little bit of a little mouthy right there. And just like that, we got the little ghosty. Thought I had a problem in there. So again, that one does glow in the dark. It is the glow version like this. And then it will actually glow in the dark when all the lights are out too. It'll continue glowing. But this is like a little temporary black light. Just to show you how it illuminates up. It has been a minute. All right, I do need to take a short break for a little bit. It's been two hours. I need to stand up and stretch my legs. So I will be back in just a little bit. I need to take a break. Absolutely, thank you. If I don't see you, have a good night. I appreciate all of you. But if I do see you again, I'll see you. All right, I got to remember where the exit is on this, on the phone. Oh my God, where is it at? There it is. There we go. I'll see you in a bit. All right, and YouTube, I appreciate everybody from the tubes. Y'all are amazing. I'll see y'all in just a little while, hopefully. Oh, gotta turn the ob spot down. There we go. And let's discontinue that.